Anything you say with the words I am, your subconscious will then take that as a command.
Fourth grade, I went in my closet, I said, I am going to the NBA. Anything you invoke with I am, the power of manifestation and what can happen in the universe comes true.
Every time you use the word I am, and you say I am weak, I am poor, that's blasphemy, because the highest place within you is called I am.
I don't want to be anything. I am everything I want to be, and I'm already there.
Whatever we say is what our life will be.
So this is why the people that live the most effective lives are always acting as if they're in the future and the future's perfect. Not.
All right.
Oh, wow.
All
Wow.
right.
Now I'm going to tell you why this was deep, because, you know, I had a very powerful, strong, forward mother, and she always talked about how she put the positive things into us and let us know, no, you're royalty. You know, you're blessed. You are powerful. And, you know, I can't even imagine what it was like to have a child until I had one. And so this subject right here, I'm really interested to see what you got to say on how you even deal with, you know, being a mother, and how you talk to your son and everything. So Pastor C, go ahead and let it rip.
Motherhood is my favorite hood. It's my favorite.
Oh, it's good in that hood, huh?
It's good in the hood, right? And it's interesting, much like what we talked about, marriage being a choice as far as making that successful. Parenthood is a choice, right? You know, in spite of the political climate, it's your choice. It's your right to choose to be a parent. And if you choose to be a parent, you are their first cheerleader. You are their first advocate. You are their first source of confidence. And so even down to how we decorated Caleb's room before he was ever born, there's a sign above his changing table that says, "Brave boy, you are capable of amazing things."
Come on now.
And every single time my husband or I changed his diaper, even as a newborn, we would say to him, "Brave boy, you are capable of amazing things."
Whoa.
And so now that Caleb is 23 months old, you know, we working on potty training. So since we still got to change a diaper or two, I'll say, "Caleb, what does that say?" He says, "Brave boy." That's right, Caleb, brave boy. And then I finish the rest for him. But it's my hope that that's a sign that will be next to the TV one day instead of, you know, above a changing table, right? That it's something that he remembers and it's ingrained in him in a way that no matter what he faces throughout his childhood and well into his adulthood, I'm brave and I am capable of amazing things. There are no limits to what I can do. And so we as parents, you know, and for me more so as a mother, you make the choice to be that cheerleader. You make the choice to speak that life, and you make the choice to make time. You know, ministry is my call. Motherhood is my assignment.
Yeah.
God assigned me to Caleb. And so this joy that he has, that bubbly personality he has at 23 months old, where he doesn't meet a stranger and where he waves at everyone and he's always smiling, it's my job to nurture that and protect it at all costs.
That's it.
That means when he wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I prefer to sleep till 7, but he's smiling, I'm smiling back at you. Right?
That's it. That's it. And I believe that oftentimes that we don't speak into ourselves even as parents, because what it is that it's that pouring out, right? It's that pouring out thing. The same thing that we do in relationships that we don't do enough of. We don't do enough of the affirmation from husband to wife. Sometimes we do pour a lot into our children.
Right.
And sometimes in our pouring out, running to the football games or the soccer games or the recital or the next thing that needs to be done. Sometimes we are so empty. And this is why it's most advantageous to have both parents, because there's times where he's weak, there's times where she's weak, and it helps us to be able to have some balance in that process of nurturing our children, because you keep on pouring out, eventually you'll be empty. Mm-hmm. And we got to be able to speak into not just our children, but into ourselves as parents, and speak into ourselves as fathers and mothers, and as husband and wife into each other, to let each other know, hey, you're a great father, you're doing a great job, and I know we don't say it enough. Yeah. Societally, and I know it may be different in your marriage, Pastor C, because remember, you said 3 years ago you was perfect. And listen, and let me tell y'all something. That's all facts. It's all facts. It's all facts. No, we listen. We have good fun, man. But
I'll tell you what I liked about what Pastor C said there. You know, she was talking about how, you really have to. She was saying how her child became her assignment, and I think we lose that so many times when we bring children into the world. And that assignment goes both ways, people. It's just as much for men as it is for the mother. You know, she has a tremendous closeness with that child, but I promise you, that dad over there at Keel, he be looking over him like a hawk, because that's his son. He has an assignment to watch over him. So I really like that, Pastor C. That was deep.
Now I got a question, Pastor C. If your assignment is Caleb as a mother, then as a wife and in marriage, is your husband then your duty and or assignment? And should that be reciprocated, or is that a different viewpoint?
That's a loaded question, right?
It is. And I knew I loaded it.
You knew you loaded it down, right? Yes. The answer is yes. And I think as women, again, because we keep in the REAL, I think that as women, it's not easy, especially in these early years of the child's life, because they need us so much that sometimes we can run the risk of the offspring of assignment number one being, overpowering assignment number one, right? Like as men, probably, especially married men, can probably testify together that they feel overlooked sometimes, especially in those first few years of the child's life. Because, and it's especially a nursing mom, right? Like if a mom,
especially a nursing mom, yes.
The nurse, then your body becomes that child's nourishment, literally that first year, if you're, blessed to do that, minimum, and then supplemental beyond that, right? And so it is difficult sometimes to be mindful. You said something at the beginning when you said, well, Caleb wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Pastor Keel. And I said, you're kind of right about it, huh? Right? We went in on this 50-50, right?
Right.
And so, I think that is a challenge that wives who become mothers have to grapple with every day, and that is the balancing act of both assignments. Because Caleb's bedtime is in exactly 30 minutes, and oftentimes that also means it's Kenitris's bedtime, because I'm gonna go to bed too, because I'm tired, because I had to work you down and wind you down to go get you to sleep. So I think that if husbands have to be mindful of that. So instead of choosing to criticize the mom for like, oh, you've neglected me, what can I do as the spouse to take what Joe was saying, right? To take some of the load off of the mom so that the mom doesn't go to sleep with the baby because you put the baby to bed, right? Or so that the mom is not so exhausted that she doesn't want to, go to a date night or a movie night because she's running all day long with, right?
Right. And it's so, listen, Patsy, I just, listen, you keep dropping these bombs and these gems, and we are so appreciative to have you here. Listen, our time is
I was just thinking that, Bishop, man, that Pastor C, you truly have blessed our soul tonight. Please let everybody know how they can find you, Pastor.
At the Pastor C. That's me on all socials at the Pastor C.
See, she got it right, like Kay said. I'm going to change mine. I'm going to be the Markell on everything.
You know what?
You know what?
Oh, wow.
Well, our very own Kay McCole. We miss you, Kay. Our very own Kay McCole is Kay McCole on everything. And she suggested that we all be the same thing on everything. She said all that different stuff, trying to find you on different things with all these different names. Ain't nobody got time for that. Pick one name, and So I'm working on changing minds on.
What y'all think, Pastor Markell?
I think that you should share what the history of Markell is, so they can understand.
You know what? We're gonna save that one too. But Bishop, before we get ready to close out, I just want you to know, Pastor C, the pastor prospect AME, Dr. Bo Barber, Dr. Willie Bo Barber, he said to say what's up to you tonight.
Oh my gosh, love him. Tell him I said
And so we miss you down here. We love you. I want to tell you thank you for everything you did for us during the pandemic. It was tough teaching, but it was good. And if it wasn't for you, like I said, we talk about it all the time. Jericho No Walls would not exist to this day. And so I'm really thankful for you, Pastor C. May God bless you, keep you, and you continue to go on, be steadfast in the faith, be instant in season and out of season, and preach the word and live that life. God bless you, Pastor C.
Thank you.
God bless you, Pastor.
So many pleasures.
And Pastor C, I'm going to put you on the spot because I can. Pastor C, will you come back?
Of course.
Oh Lord, we got a commitment. Did she say?
Can we make this a monthly thing? Well, never mind.
I don't know if we could do that because Pastor C is extremely busy. The people up at DuPage, they pulling by her and Pastor Keel's coattail up there.
Okay. Quarterly thing. How about that?
That might be doable.
My dad, Deacon Harold Houston in the building. Hey, Dad. Somebody be out here with us.
Hey,
what's up, D?
Oh, so good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And listen, thank you for everybody that has joined us. And just a few closing words for y'all, man. Again, I love y'all. We love y'all. We do have our ways to give scrolling at the bottom. You can also give us a super chat on YouTube. You can do super thanks if you're watching the restream. You get into your Pastor Reverend Dr. Libby. She's giving us a hand clap. Thank you so very much. We appreciate you. Listen, you can give on Cash App Jericho No Walls, PayPal at Jericho No Walls, and Zelle at jerichonowallsorg at gmail.com. Listen, thank you to everybody. If you're giving on YouTube, you can do that. Oh, you can also give us stars on Facebook. Listen, thank you all very much. And whether you are in ministry or in a marriage or in motherhood or whatever you got going on, I want you to be encouraged because Jesus has got your back. Huh?
I know that's right.
Come on, let's tell him.
Jesus, got my back. Wow. Jesus, got my back. Oh, Jesus, got my back. Wow.
Play that banjo.
Got my back.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Jesus, got my back.